bullying in school. So what did you do or experience in school time? Did you victim or did you saw how bullying happened? What?
Well, for me in particular, it was a little bit of everything. Experiencing bullying, I was very different. Like my name, Kofi, is not a very popular name in America, obviously, and I would get made fun of for my name, so I would just feel bad about myself, you know, and then that would be it. I just kind of try to get over it and hope that the bullying would stop. I mean, honestly, there were times where I would see a group of people making fun of one person, and instead of going in and trying to stop it, I would jump in and start making fun of that person too. I didn't know that that was bullying, you know, but I wish I had somebody tell me that that was actually bullying, because maybe I would have thought about it. So that's kind of what we try to do when we have these BSR.
Yeah, so you want to explain what bully is, so because you think it's a big problem that students don't know what bully really is?
I think it's a very big problem because, like Kofi was saying, you know, as children, we were all bullied. I was bullied because I really liked school and I liked reading and books and video games and comic books and stuff like that. And so I got picked on a ton. And I think that if we had people come to our school and do these talks with us that all of the kids looked up to, maybe it would have helped and I wouldn't have been bullied so much. But being able to talk to adults and teachers and other friends really helped. And so now I was able to come out of that, and now
Yes.
Yeah, so you are a big, great example for the students to have a chance to get famous rap success. Do you see success? Do you think it's good that big rappers can help the students? Or?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think one of the biggest things that I always try to encourage people to do is, if you have a passion and a dream, is don't be afraid to go for it. And I think, like, for me, I was very studious when I was younger, and I worked hard, but there was always a part of me that was afraid to take risks. And I was just fortunate enough that when this job opportunity presented itself about 7 years ago, that was the first time I really took a big leap. And took a gamble, because it was something that I had never done before. I didn't know if I'd be any good at it. Decided to take a chance, and I moved, across the country, and it paid off. And that was one of the things that really showed me, like, not ever to be afraid to chase a dream, because you don't ever want to live with that, like, regret that you never, like, went after things. And I always think, like, you know, a lot of times I was, you know, in wrestling they tell you that you need to be 6'6" and you need to be enormous and look like a bodybuilder. But none of us fit that mold. We're all, 6 foot or shorter, and we're all different. But the cool thing is, regardless of what you are on paper, you can exceed people's expectations if you're passionate enough about something, if you love something enough, if you're earnest enough about a dream. And that's something that we want everyone to kind of take from that, is just follow what you enjoy and live out your dreams.
Yeah, I think that's a great message. So.
And if you could change something in the world, what would you do for the future to stop bullying other people?
If something, I'm sorry, so what's the question? If there's something we could do to stop
bullying
worldwide,
what would you do?
Well, for us specifically, just going to these BSR rallies and raising awareness. Like I mentioned that kids, you're like young adults, not kids, but you can start BSR chapters in your school, and that's really helpful because it gives people somewhere to go, and it gives a guideline as far as what to do. Sometimes people get bullied and they won't know, what am I supposed to do? How am I going to stop this? And the BSR chapters that people start at their schools are a place where people can go and get that information, in addition to our website and stuff like that, but it's better if it comes from your peers, So that's one of the main things that you guys can do is just embrace, difference, and that's how you become leaders. People will look up to you and look to you for just guidance and advice on how to become better people.
And I think too, in a different way, I always think representation is key. And the fact that we're African Americans who are doing something like fun on TV and not in a stereotypical role, I think is something important too. So I'm just always a big fan of representation in media for minorities, for people of different walks of life. And the more that people get used to seeing in their media is all different kinds of people, is we get used to embracing people from different walks of life. So that's definitely a good thing, is representation in our media. So from our side, from our aspect, that's what we try to do the best we can, is being ourselves, because we don't feel like we fit into the stereotypical mold. We get to be ourselves now on television, which is a fantastic thing. So the more you get used to seeing people of difference, it's not like, hey, you're weird and different. It's like, hey, you're different, and that's really cool. And there should be more of that.
And do you think for this people who bully other people, is it important to speak with them, to say them, no, that's not the right way to...
Yeah, definitely, because we always talk to people, you know, if they're in the situation where they are the bully, then sometimes it might be a situation where they're dealing with something at home where things aren't as good as they could be for someone else, and so they lash out on people at school, people that, you know, on the internet, on Facebook, on Twitter, whatever it might be. And so sitting down and talking to that person, trying to figure out what the problem is, what the issue actually is, might be the way to stop them from bullying other kids. And now they can be friendly and nice with other people rather than lashing out and be in a violent or verbal sort of way.
Mm-hmm. And since when do you wrestle? So did it
All the
start?
time.
No, when did it start? When did you wrestle for the first time? So when you got bullied, or after that?
Oh yeah, no, I was getting bullied way before wrestling, and now with us, we're very, you know, like we were saying, like on TV, you see certain storylines. For example, we have been in a rivalry with the Usos. These are twin brothers who are from Samoa, and on TV we don't like each other. But backstage, they're like some of the funniest guys that you'll ever meet, you know what I'm saying? So I don't necessarily think that we experience a whole lot of bullying now in this day and age, this stage. I mean, there's maybe a little bit, but more so when we were younger and growing up, and I mean, even throughout like college and stuff like that, you know, just living life, you come across situations where you are bullied or you witness bullying, and again, we didn't really have the means. It was just kind of, oh, just deal with it, all right, you know. But now with this program, we have a lot of different steps. Like that's one of my favorite ones that Xavier mentioned. When you see a bully, we think that negativity breeds negativity, but if you see a bully who's being negative and he's bullying people, one of the steps in dealing with bullies that we recommend is to be nice to the bully, you know, which is like, oh, someone's being mean to you and you have to embrace them and be nice to them, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just it's a lot easier to have these guidelines, and which is what we're trying to push.
And I don't think we're immune to bullying either. I think we have the cool thing in WWE is we have a great locker room culture, but it's something that we see oftentimes on Twitter as well. Like, I think cyberbullying isn't something that just kids and young adults have to deal with. We, even as adults, deal with it as well. And it's something that we're kind of used to it, and we have the tools now to be able to deal with it. But cyberbullying is something that people from the littlest to the oldest deal with as well. So that's definitely something that we want to make sure that we address, because it's something that unfortunately is very rampant on social media regardless of your age.
But I think one of the most important things when you are on the other side of bullying, you're being bullied, is to make sure that you're always focused on following your goals and your dreams, like you were saying. Because in my experience, the most I guess the best part about coming out of bullying is being successful, because now on Facebook, those bullies that were mean to me and everything, now they want like autographs for their kids and stuff. And you just, like Kobe said, you be kind, because now they understand, okay, I was wrong, I apologize, and that can start at childhood rather than for us, you know, that comes around in adulthood. So doing Be Stars and having that message, giving it to kids, hopefully those situations don't happen and you don't have to live through that for your whole life.
Okay. That was all. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good question.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.